Hello there, Internet. Regular Shirt Man coming at you with another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. We are going to finally showcase a deck that I've been working on for the past few days, slowly but surely optimizing, and one that I'm very excited to share, as today we are going to play Science Beach, which is a deck built around HEIMERDINGER with Zoe support. The reason why I wanted to revisit HEIMERDINGER is because of the recent buff that we got going on for this champion. He used to be a 5-mana 1/3 that now got a 2 stat buff and is a 2/4, which makes him considerably more resilient and also gives him the ability to trade into some weaker units as well. But the boost in health is really important because he no longer gets wiped out by 3 damage spells, and there's a lot of that running around, and just 3 damage is just like a very prevalent thing in this game. So being able to survive all that and become harder to kill is awesome, absolutely awesome, honestly, and I'm very excited to go back to what has been one of my favorite champions in all of Legends of Runeterra, like ever since the beginning. I remember when I first built the HEIMERDINGER control deck back in the beta days, and I just absolutely loved the playstyle. I really like the snowballing nature of this champion, and there's been some dark ages in the past. For those of you who are newer playing the game, we had some moments in which HEIMERDINGER was actually at the top of the meta, believe it or not, as he was present in the Ionia package, which, because old HEIMERDINGER would spawn the elusive turret at 3 mana before instead of the fearsome one. And you got some nutty, you know, games in which you would just chain 3 flashes of brilliance and spawn 3 elusive units that were just dealing 9 damage to the opposing nexus, which you know, a lot of people didn't really like that play pattern, and thus he got nerfed in that sense. But now the time has passed and the metagame has evolved, him being as a 2/4, I think makes him relevant. And there's one combo that came to mind that I didn't really realize at first, and that is with Destiny's Call. So I wanted to bring back Flash of Brilliance because the last version of competitive HEIMERDINGER that we saw was indeed a target region combination, but they dropped Flash of Brilliance because of the lack of a good pool of spells to pull from. Like if you look at Flash of Brilliance, this card says create in hand a random 6-cost spell from your regions. So if we take a look at the spells within these regions and we take a look at the pool here, we see that we have a total of 8 different spells that we can pull with this region combination. That is the Hextech Transmodulator, Sunburst, Unlicensed Innovation, True Shot Barrage, Destiny's Call, which is the most newest one, Give It All, Progress Day, and Sky's Descent. This is one of the reasons why people stopped using HEIMERDINGER with Flash of Brilliance, because you could pull off the Sky's Descent and this card could be pretty dead, and it was a bit of a liability, right? But since we got Destiny's Call, this card actually low-key empowered HEIMERDINGER with Flash of Brilliance without many of us realizing at first. So let me explain this neat combo. So basically, the idea is we play HEIMERDINGER on curve on turn 5, and we have him survive somehow without having to spend mana, and that is easier said than done with a 2/4 stat line than it was before, right? So we untap, we refill our mana at the beginning of the round, and we have at that point a total of 6 mana. So what we can do is we can Flash of Brilliance, we can generate a 3 mana fearsome turret, that's a 3/1, right? And then immediately after that at burst speed, we go for a Destiny's Call and we buff the turret in our hand, making it an 11/9 with fearsome. So what this allows us to do is by turn 6, for a total of 8 mana, we get to spawn an 11/9 with fearsome and an 8/8, which is ridiculous tempo. Like it's actually really crazy, and I love that. I love that combo. And I wanted to design a deck that could actually pull it off, which is why we're playing Destiny's Call as a one-off, because I really want to work for that. This card could also, in the late game, be pretty decent onto something like a Zoe, you know, giving us a 9/9 elusive Zoe, amongst other things. And I do feel like as a one-off, the card doesn't hurt to a point in which, you know, we draw it and it's like, oh, we can't do anything with this, right? Because we have a very flexible, very reactive deck. Besides that, we are playing, besides the aforementioned Flash of Brilliance is a 3 of, we got Get Excited, we have a full set of Mystic Shot, a full set of Thermogenic Beam, a couple of copies of Aftershock, which allow us to deal more damage, remove certain units from the board, against Lurk, for example, the 3 health units like Pike, but we can also destroy Thrall landmarks. If we're facing Frozen Thralls or Turbo Thralls, we can use this as a way to shut that down. Howling Abyss decks that are running around, we can use this to destroy that too. And overall, it's a pretty reliable source of landmark removal, which is not really the case for every other region out there, right? So that's why we're playing this as 2 of, alongside a couple of copies of Bastion to protect our Heimerdinger from removal. We got Star Shaping, which can work really well for Heimerdinger in the late game, as we also generate other potential win conditions as well. A full set of Push, really good in this meta, against Lurk, against you know, Thrashing Asses, even though it's not as popular right now. Against most aggressive decks, really, this card really finds a home and allows us to buy time and allows us to protect our Heimerdinger from certain challengers, etc., as I really like it as a 3-0. But a very interesting tech that we have going on here. We have a full set of Mountain Goat, but on top of that, we have a full set of Solari Sunhawk. This is mainly for Lurk. This is a way for us to basically counter Rek'Sai. We can play Solari Sunhawk as soon as they play Rek'Sai and stun her and thus prevent her from attacking, and she will return to the deck at the end of the round. So that gives us a really good tool against the Lurks that also is really useful versus aggressive burn decks as well, because in the early stages of the game, as they're trying to play their billion 1-drops, playing a Solari Sunhawk with a solid 2-3 stat line and stunning one of their other units really slows them down and gives us a really solid game against very, very high-paced decks, like I mentioned. We have a full set of Solari Priestess that can net us multiple things, amongst them the Renin Stars, in case we haven't been able to draw Heimerdinger and the game drags out and we really want to find our champion and start getting good value out of our spells. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the deck list right there. I put a lot of thought into it. Like I've been tweaking certain cards in and out. I'm proud of the Solari Sunhawk tech, and I really like the Destiny Call combo, and I wanted to showcase that off too. So today's gameplay, I think, is pretty fire. I'm really happy with the diversity and the quality of it, and I'm really happy that I get to showcase the lewd art, you know, the beach skin for Heimerdinger. I think Heimerdinger looks awesome in this skin, and whenever I play Heimerdinger from now on, it'll be Beach Heimer, because Science Beach, and that's where I'm gonna leave it at. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. You got 2 videos today, so now I'll be back at it tomorrow, and hopefully you guys enjoy the games. So yeah, have a solid day. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, so Lulu Jinx. I wonder if this is a deck that I uploaded. Interesting. I mean, Thermo... I'm going to drop the Bastion. I'm going to drop 1 Zoe. I'm going to keep the Thermogenic Beam, because Thermogenic Beam definitely has some utility here as we pick up Heimerdinger. We're always super happy to see Heimerdinger in our opener, even though he's a 5-drop. The deck really needs him, right? Yeah. I think he's indeed playing my deck, so I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, make use of that. Free information! I love it! Okay, let's put her here. Alright. Okay, never mind, he's playing pics. That's kind of weird. I mean, no. We take some damage there. Okay, so we don't know exactly what they're playing. I'm gonna go for tempo. I'm not gonna play the super cool star chart. Instead, I'm gonna reduce his cost to 1 so I can combine it with other stuff here. Alright, let's thermo that. Seems they don't get along. Boom, baboon. I could just play Equinox here. It just makes this a 0-1. It's pretty good. I actually like that, you know, so it just leaves this as a non-threat. We got health gain here. Okay, they rummage.
Yay! Target practice. I forbid it. You cannot ruin yet another batch of experiments.
That's not a huge problem, because we can always hush that. Nice. And that's what I really like about Heimer and Zoe, that he actually turbo levels up Zoe, and if Zoe levels up with Heimer, it's actually insane synergy. It's really powerful. Most of the time, Zoe will not level up in your games because she will be removed, but she's also like a magnet for removal in that sense. Yeah, like here. Like he just wants to get rid of Zoe because he's afraid of it. And he drops a Jinx, man. He could have leveled up Jinx, but he's so afraid of Zoe. He's so afraid of Zoe that he just drops his second Jinx. So there's only one Jinx left in the deck. That's huge. That is huge for us. I just want to attack with these two now. Force a trade with that is great. Suit up, okay. I want to preserve this aftershock for when he plays the Jinx or a Lulu. So we find. I don't mind the card draw really. Hush is important, but
It's smaller than the diagram.
but getting rid of Lulu, invaluable. And we level up.
Everything can use an upgrade.
Lewd mode engaged, ladies and gentlemen. Lewd mode engaged. Look at that. That is so hot.
We made it, Grim. I want to go home.
Still worried about a Jinx level up, but I think there are worse cases. I'm gonna play Zoe. I'm gonna prevent as much damage as I can, but I don't want to set up Heimerdinger to get removed here with an Augmented Experimenter. There we go, there we go. Alright. Again, they have one Jinx left in the deck, so okay, that's good. We can continue to work for this. I think going for you. It's a nice non-committal play. I like this Flash of Brilliance. I think it's brilliant. Yeah, we threatened like such a fast level up here. Sunburst. Up to 6. Bam, 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 bam.
Also design enables rapid projectile firing. I have a new method to evaluate.
We just take it. Got him, baby!
Calculated.
All of it. Alright, we face Lurk. So Ice Hawk will be important here. We are gonna mulligan away. I don't mind the Aftershock, but I'm even gonna mulligan away the Flash Rebellions because I really want to find HEIMERDINGER. Aftershock is not bad because it can knock out a Pike, for example. We have Thermogenic Beam in case they have the Hatchling, but they have the Sharkling instead. Okay. No immediate Rek'Sai, which is nice. Okay, there's our Heimer. I'm gonna go with this. This Sunbliss Vigor essentially allows me to remove that unit from the board as I generate a gem as well. I'm not sure if going for the gem there was appropriate. But I forced him to like generate Lurk here. We draw into a Mystic Shot. Yeah, this is dumb. So this is very much dumb. They picked that really fast, which is a little bit concerning. Okay. It's not Pike, which is what matters. Hopefully they didn't get piked just by pure luck. Because they've had like... They've had one other Lurk, right? That smells like Bone Skewer to me. If I try to remove it, that just smells like Bone Skewer. I have the Solari Sunhawk, which is nice. But I need to keep this Bastion open. There's no other reason why he would play Pike just like that into like a removal if he has 2 mana backup. Solari Sunhawk can do a lot of work here as a blocker. But I could also just use the gem to generate a blocker, but this allows me to really stop him. Stunning the Pike will slow it down.
Unacceptable advancement in ballistics.
That's good.
I'm
gonna blast that away.
It's smaller than the diagram.
Get some damage on him. What about Rek'Sai? I mean, if this thing attacks, he definitely has a Rek'Sai in hand, so we want to be using this thermogenic beam on it. The problem is if his last card is like a Shape Stone or something. I mean, this thermogenic beam onto this allows us to also trade into Rek'Sai. It's simply the most efficient way, right? Nice. Because we want to end this game, and we want to prevent the level up, man. Okay, good. Good! Okay, there's a Rek'Sai there. We lose Heimer. But that Rek'Sai that he draws, he can't play this turn. We know what he has in hand, so we'll make use of this. And we lock him out, baby! There we go! Got him!
Calculated.
Oh. Alright, easy Draven. Well, naturally, the tricky part of this matchup is, I mean, do we want Star Shaping? Maybe, honestly, like, I think keeping Star Shaping is actually not a bad idea. I'm gonna drop the Solari Sunhawk, though. Well, is that even a bad idea? Well, they don't get to attack with Draven on turn 3, so yeah, I actually don't want to keep it. Star Shaping is interesting. No, I'm gonna keep it. I think in this matchup it can go a long way. I don't know about double, but because I can try to win through Celestials.
Humanity is obsolete. Evolve or die. System upgrade.
It's not a bad thermo.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Time for the main.
Hunt Draven. How about not? Bit and boom.
My beautiful face.
I could have attacked with you. Probably should have attacked with the priestess there to enable this to be removed. That.
I thought you'd never ask.
Destiny awaits. Can you improve perfection?
Back, heretic.
Gotcha.
The prettier the rose, the sharper the thorns.
Thermal beam.
Return anew.
System upgrade. Evolve or die.
That's gotta hurt.
Safety disengaged. A ticket to the gun show. Prime and ready.
Sure.
I'm gonna let him take that mountain goat. Because he could have a Ravenous Flock, which is why I don't want to commit my Heimerdinger until I'm certain
Answers. I have them.
that I can get some good value off of him. Bidin, bidin, bidin. Hopefully it doesn't have a Howling strike.
Accepted advancement in ballistics. Firing.
Bidin, bidin.
System upgrade.
Sturdy comes.
I'm gonna play the turret because if he has a Tribeam Improbulator, he has no space to generate whatever he wants to generate with it.
Destiny awaits.
Anticipated outcome.
We died with Ravenous Flock now. It is what it is.
It's smaller than the diagram.
Or just that, okay.
Added to the bug list.
Five. It's pretty much checkmate. Pretty much checkmate because we can't. I was worried about that, but at that point, the double Tribeam Improbulator really did us dirty, and Captain Farron just proved to be too much. If I would have had a better combo with, like, that would have allowed me to set up more stats with Heimer, maybe I would have had a better shot. I'd have to look back into that game if I ever had a chance of playing Glorious Evolution, but I don't think that was the case. GG. GG. So we're facing championless Shadow Owls Freljord. It could be two things. It could be this really terrible Howling Abyss deck that's running around with no champions. Or it could be Commander Ladros with Atrocity, which is also a little bit outdated if you ask me. I'm going to drop these two. I'm going to keep Mountain Goat and Solari Priestess. Mountain Goat can allow me to apply some pressure early on. I like this Destiny's Call as well. If we are able to find Heimerdinger with Flash of Brilliance, put in the work. I like Time Trick too, because this matchup was a little bit slower. I like that Aftershock. If it is Howling Abyss, we have Aftershock. Alright, well, we found use for our Mystic Shot, which is nice.
Leaping into action.
No. How about no? I'm not gonna play another Mountain Go into an Avalanche. Instead, I'm gonna attack now. I say terrible because Howling Abyss in a shot like this with no champions, it's just like I actually like I know the guy who made that deck. I think it was like a meme deck concept that was pretty old, and it started circulating around. I just feel like there are better ways of playing it as well. I'm gonna take the Bridge the Stars.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
There's the Blighted. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, no Trund or anything. There we go. I feel it's the Howling Abyss deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ba-da-ba-dum. Ba-ba-dum-bum. I mean, now I can play Heimerdinger. I can play Heimerdinger into Aftershock. Because he can't kill this now.
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
Because I'm not sure if this is the Howling Abyss deck. And I don't want to play suboptimally because of this. I want to apply some pressure. Could easily have an Avalanche. So I'm not going to play into that. I'm going to keep these Flashes of Brilliance.
Unacceptable advancement in ballistics.
Yep. Yep. And now with double Flash or Brilliance, we have a total of 8 mana.
Yes, again. It's smaller than the diagram.
And now we go for the combo, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 cards. We can do this. How's that, huh? We're under ruination range. Maybe I should have played the T-Hex first, just because if he has an archer, well, the archer can trade into it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I'd rather hit this, have more health. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Never mind what I was gonna say. We also level up Heimer, which puts him out of range for another avalanche, which means he has to Grasp of the Undying him, and if he does, he pretty much dies. Like, Grasp of the Undying is a play that he cannot afford this turn. Actually, he lives on 1. Never mind. Corrected. Corrected. But the moment he wipes, you know, this Mystic Shot. Okay, so he was Commander Leaders. I'm so happy I got to showcase that combo. You have no idea. Alright, Pirate Aggro. Mega Buddhas. Okay, I'm gonna drop the 2 Bastions. I'm gonna keep Thermogenic Beam and Solari Sunhawk. Because Solari Sunhawk is pretty good against aggressive decks. And Thermo Beam can stop a turn 1 Legion Saboteur. Even though whenever I have it, they seem to have the rear guard instead. Come on. Yeah, boy. Let's thermal that bitch. Beautiful.
Let's get crew.
I do that because now even if they play something like a Misfortune, I can just Solari Sunhawk. Interesting. I will pass. We're gonna Priestess. We're gonna take the Golden Sister.
Warms the heart and lights the way.
Like a fish in water.
We're gonna go for Time Trick. I don't like any of these, so I'm gonna skip. Alright. So probably picked up either... I mean, they like to play Make It Rain now, so it can be Make It Rain or Noxian Fervor. I'm not sure, like...
Where's my axe?
Not really sure why people like this sort of... Like, why do people play Make It Rain? I guess to level up Gangplank, but I'm not sure it's that great in an aggro deck. I've never been sold on that, honestly. We could play the Solari Sunhawk. It stops that attack. It gives me another blocker. But for now, I'll just pass.
Fuse is lit! Okay, ready.
I'll take Heimer Boy. I'll take Mr. Dinger. Because I have double... oh, and I have a Bastion as well. That's fantastic. That's phenomenal.
Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle.
Yeah, this is good. Having Bastion now makes me feel really neat. Even though this deck really struggles with...
Nothing left when I'm done.
No.
And fire!
Well, that works out.
Yes, yes, again!
Sure about that?
try to play Glorious Evolution. Okay, so next turn I have 7 mana, I can still do that. If he plays Gangplank, I can just Sunburst it.
Reporting in. I'll do better this time.
I could play Glorious Evolution, but if they have back-to-back, Decimates, I lose. Star Shaping would be neat. Zoe, we can work for a Zoe level up, which can just be game winning. I'm gonna take that.
Engines don't get them. Look at this reality. Look how sparkly. It's smaller than the diagram.
Okay, see that would deal a shitload of damage, but now we do this. Gabby, I'm recording. Okay, I'm thinking here. I'm gonna go ahead and stun this.
It's smaller than the diagram.
What once was two, now is one.
Clear off. You got legs. Use them. Riddle me something cool. A sturdy construction.
No hush. Wow. Wow, them leading off with a Decimate is a huge throw. I mean, I could have had a hush or something, right? And they may be thinking about it, but that's huge for us. I feel like I misplayed this one, though. I feel like I definitely misplayed this one. I was searching for an Equinox, basically.
Yes, yes, again.
But this works out for us. We're gonna Sunburst this Captain Farron away. He should have opened attack, man. And now everything gets elusive. And in case he has, he could have the card that deals 2 damage and deals 4 if it kills. That's like his way of killing this. That or knocks him Fervor. This Mystic Shot stops all that. Yeah, he concurs. Got him, baby. No, he choked. I'm not gonna lie, he choked. But I think I misplayed as well. I think I should have just dropped the 6 drop. I went for the Zoe level up, but I think that was a mistake, honestly. Alright, can we get some vengeance on Ezreal Draven? I want to keep the mist. I mean, I don't mind. I'm gonna keep this entire hand. This is the same approach we took last time, but I do feel like star shaping can help us win here. Alright, so no beginner plays for them.
I have the best job.
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
I'm gonna start moving the Draven there. And I'm gonna take the Traveler because I wanna try to just like legitimately outvalue them. I like this Destroyer.
It was my heart that led me here.
It's difficult for them to deal with.
Trust your heart.
Alright, Tri-Beam is at 3.
Time for a true display of skill.
How about not? I'm gonna play solo ice on hockey. I stopped the Ezreal. And it's not like I have a huge use for this anyways. We have a very easy board to handle this. Okay, they're just thermal beaming. Which means they have a Tri-Beam and they're trying to pump it up. A Tri-Beam that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Order, entropy, a never
So because we have the Flash or Brilliance, if they want to go for the Tri-Beam now, then we can save Heimer with the Sunblessed Vigor. Unless I miscounted again. No, I did a miscount, right? Oh, he just wants to.
Firing.
and fire!
And then skip.
Witness glory.
And try to apply some pressure here. As they do Mystic Shot. We get 6 damage on him. We draw another Heimer.
I don't miss.
Whispered words.
Devotion through battle.
This is gonna hurt for you.
Okay, we're close. We got a good hit off with the destroyer there. We have. I didn't play HEIMERDINGER, by the way, because I wanted him to use. I wanted to make it awkward for him with the. I know he has a try. He must have a Triune Private Leader in hand. The way he's been playing some of his cards here. Yeah, and he's setting it up now. He's setting it up now, ladies and gentlemen. Or maybe he's just setting up a Scorched Earth.
The sweet smell of science.
Nerd.
I wish I had one more mana. I want to heal this so he can't kill it with the Scorched Earth. And Mr. Shot you. We don't get to preserve HEIMERDINGER much in this matchup, but by playing him at the right time, we get to generate so much value out of him that we just outvalue the opponent, and we get vengeance on my nemesis, baby! It can't be done! It can't be calculated? Oh no, he died. He fucking died, no!